Horrific videos that are emerging. India Today has accessed another video from the 22nd April Pahalgam terror attack. A tourist riding the zipline over the Baisuran Valley has caught everyone's attention. He unknowingly filmed the horror. He didn't even realize till he was in air about what exactly was happening. Only when he landed and there was his wife and child already there, they in fact revealed, and of course then he saw the dead bodies and the gunshots that he heard and saw people dropping dead. But the disturbing visuals that have come in are also raising a point on this one operator who has turned controversial. Why did he use the term Allahu Akbar? Did he hear the gunshots? If he did, why did he push this tourist onto the zip line and not pull him back? There's been, of course, remember, an understandable panic as well among tourists that can be seen on the ground who are running for cover. For the first time, this aerial view shows us what exactly was happening on the ground. Rishi Bhatt is a survivor, had that miraculous escape, which he'll possibly remember for his lifetime. He also spoke to India Today, but he also cast aspersions. Remember, we are not doing it. He, as an eyewitness and a survivor, said that he also got suspicious later. Why was that chant Allahu Akbar used? That wasn't used for any of the other family members or other tourists, but only when he was on the zip line and when the gunshots had started. Amid all of this, remember, the National Investigation Agency has detained, I can confirm to you, the zipline operator. He's been called for questioning. They'll possibly want to find out later what exactly happened. More and more details that come in, more and more eyewitness accounts that the investigators are looking at right now. The National Investigation Agency has been talking to a number of people, especially the local residents, who can help piece together right now about what happened and the suspicion as much. How can Pakistan terrorists manage to carry this out? But I want to bring your focus now to one specific suspected terrorist that the intelligence agencies are looking at. His name is Hashim Musa. Now, agencies believe that he's not simply a radicalized, brainwashed terrorist, but a former regular in the Pakistan army. He received advanced combat training and, of course, is currently on the run. Because the manner in which the massacre was carried out, the precision with which people were targeted, clearly showed that it's not just about the intent. There was training involved as well. M4 rifles were used, military skills to evade capture. Intelligence agencies are indicating Pakistan could plan more attacks as well. Here's a detailed report to help you understand, 1 week on, what is the government, the administration and our security forces up to with regard to nabbing these terrorists. The sketch of terrorist on your screens is that of Hashim Musa, a trained Pakistani army commando sent by Pakistan to butcher innocent tourists in Pahalgam. Hashim Musa was a regular of the Pakistan army and is trained in armed combat. Agencies believe that he and at least 3 other terrorists shot innocent tourists in the head from point-blank range using M4 carbine assault rifles. Investigators believe that Musa, with an expertise in unconventional warfare, survival tactics and mountain combat, has so far been evading one of the biggest manhunts launched by the armed forces in the jungles around Pahalgam. The hiding terrorists have so far stayed away from villages, even for food and water. The NI investigation has revealed chilling details of the horrific Pahalgam killings. Investigation revealed that 2 of the terrorists were in traditional Kashmiri ferens, while 2 were seen in tracksuits. According to eyewitness and survivor accounts, terrorists split the tourists into Hindus and Muslims, asking them to recite the Islamic verses or the Kalma. The ones who could not had fire opened on them, especially from the Hindu community. The initial investigation report that India Today has exclusively accessed reveals 2 terrorists shot at fleeing tourists right at the exit gate. Most of the targeted killings were at the local tea and the Bhelpuri stall near the exit and entry gates. After the massacre, the terrorists fled into the forest areas after the attack and jumped over a boundary wall.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Meanwhile, this viral video could prove to be a crucial evidence for the National Investigation Agency. The zipline operator, who was caught on camera chanting Allahu Akbar while the gunshots are being heard, is under the NIA lens and has been called for questioning.
आपने पूछा अपने भाई से ये कि जब जीप चला रहा था तो नारा क्यों लगाया वो?
सर जी वो पूरा कन्फर्म नहीं है, क्योंकि उनको जब वो आवाज आई है वो इसी के लिए आ रहा, उनको पूरा पता भी नहीं था। वो जिप लाइन जब राइड कर रहे हैं तो वो उनको छोड़ रहा है, क्योंकि उनको खुद भी पता नहीं है। आप वीडियो में देख लीजिए एक बारी सर, क्योंकि वो बेक खुद ही जा रहा है, बेक वो खुद आराम से बैठ के है वहाँ पे सर।
अच्छा
जी,
जब मेरा लड़का और मेरी वाइफ नीचे पहुंच गई, मैं जिप लाइन में बैठा था, तब फर्स्ट फायरिंग हुई थी। और आफ्टर 20 सेकंड के बाद मुझे पता चला कि नीचे फायरिंग हो रही है और लोग मर रहे हैं। तो फिर जैसे मैं नीचे पहुंच गया तब मैंने देखा कि मेरे वाइफ के सामने 2 लोगों को रिलीजन पूछ के गोली मार दी है।
One question remains. How long before India brings the Pahalgam attackers to face law for killing 26 innocent people? With Arvind Ojha, Mir Farid and Kamaljeet Sandhu in Jammu Kashmir, Bureau Report for India Today. My colleagues Mir Farid and Arvind Ojha have been consistently tracking updates, perspectives that are coming in, voices from the ground. Farid, I want to first come to you about this mention that has come in from the agencies that they believe that this is not simply about a terror attack, which it was, but that there could be hard-trained, possibly Pakistani army commandos who were involved in the terror attack, like Hashim Musa's name is coming up. Why do the agencies believe that this had army regulars too from Pakistan?
Just simply because of the style of execution, the kind of ruthless, cold-blooded way they kept on shooting people, in a sense, right on the face. Now, this is not something that a person or a cadre, for example, someone from Kashmir who picks up the gun and next day is told to do it. That's not possible. That's why sources in the security apparatus say that this has to be a very well-planned operation where hardcore people who have a lot of training, battle-hardened people have been sent who previously may have also conducted this kind of operation somewhere. So that is the thinking, that's the way this investigation is being taken. And obviously, as far as the local contact is concerned, they have been used as navigators, some people who provide logistics, take them to one place or the other. So that's their role. But the main executors are non-local, FTs as they call, and in fact this we can also correlate with what's been happening in Jammu, this new deadly phase of militancy where in Jammu also from the last 2 years you've seen similar attacks, same modus operandi, and obviously they're taking on the army, same weapons, same kind of training, and the same inputs that they have been trained by SSG, that's that is services group of the Pakistan Army Elite Commando Unit. So you can clearly relate the two. Pooja?
Very interesting. Thank you for that update, Farid.